Grandma DC here. And I'm sitting outside. They said it's going to rain today, but it's not raining right now. Okay. This would be like week, 13, 14 on the carnivore diet, and we have had a huge bump in the road. I am not even going to weigh. At least I'm not going to show you. Tomorrow is Sunday officially. So that was the day I usually weighed, but I weighed today. Big mistake. Actually, I've weighed a couple of times this week because I was just curious. And it seems that something went wrong with intermittent fasting. What's up with that? I didn't eat for 2.5 days because I just wasn't hungry. And I gained 5 pounds. Actually, it turned out being more like 6 pounds. And my back started hurting and I was aching all over. And I can always tell if my back is hurting, I'm gaining weight. I'm pretty certain it's fluid retention. But why? I mean, fasting, you should lose fluid. So for the last couple of days, I have been eating meat again, cheese again, hard cheese. Not anything that's going to cause problems, I hope. And eggs, hard-boiled eggs, and I even made some bacon mayo and made deviled eggs. And so that's what I've been basically eating. I have to tell you a sad story, though. The 4 hams I got off of that pig we butchered, I tried brining them, and they rotted. I ruined them. They smelled rancid. They were horrible. Pam went ahead and smoked them, but they just, I mean, yeah, I ruined them. It's a lot of meat I ruined. I'm so sad. But I looked out this morning. This is not on the carnivore diet. I planted 3 peach trees when my husband died. The year was 2000, so that's been almost 20 years ago. I've never gotten a peach off of these trees because, even though some years they're loaded, about the time they start getting ripe, I think I'll keep an eye on them. Probably 2 more days, maybe 3. And then overnight the peach aliens come in and take them all. I wished I had one of those cameras that's motion detecting, because I sure would like to know what eats them all. And there's just nothing but pits on the ground. And it's overnight. Insects. If it was deer, they couldn't reach the top of this tree. Someone said raccoons. One year I went out and put little paper bags over the best looking peaches and twist tied them on there, and whatever it was tore the bags off. But I'm going to take a picture of these beautiful peaches just because at least we'll have photographic evidence that they were there. Hello, ladies. The girls are out picking ticks and bugs, and hi, honeys. Oh, we made eye contact. Oh, God. Hello, sweethearts. Tell everybody you've been coming in the house and roosting at night if I'm not here to put you up. Spoiled. Okay. Here they are. Let me zoom in on these. That's just one branch. They're big, they're beautiful, they're cling-freeze. Mother would love these. Like I said, not on my diet, but she loves peaches, peach ice cream. I can see, I don't know if I can get it in the camera. There's one of them up here that's got a golden blush on it, which means that it's almost time for the peach aliens to arrive. This grass you see here is what they call water grass. I mean, that's what we call it. I don't know what it's officially called. But the stuff is tough. Oh, my goodness, you could reed boats out of it. It'd be fine. Yeah, this tree on this side is a different peach tree, and it doesn't look like it's got any on it this year. Yeah. It's got that, we quit mowing in the back. It was just too much to mow, and you just couldn't push it by hand. But oh my goodness, I hadn't even looked on this side. Yeah, some of those have got blush on them. Definitely peach alien time. Are we finding a lot of bugs today, ladies? You are? Scudner! Stop chasing the chicken. I know that's tons of fun, but let's just not do it. You know better. Yes. What, are you a vegetarian now? Angus? Betsy? You having fun out here? Is it pretty before it starts raining? Any day you wake up's a good day, guys. Angus is feeling better. We didn't go to the vet because, well, frankly, money's getting tight and we're trying to fix the bathrooms. So I just nursed him, and you can see he's out here sniffing and moving around. He's feeling much better now. I didn't like nursing. Oh, that'll make you feel better, buddy. Passing water. Okay, I'm back for my favorite time of the day. My carnivore coffee chat. Keto carnivore coffee chat. I think we could call it both. Okay, questions. I finally found my phone. It was buried down in the van. In my purse. Surprised I ever found it. But how dare I put it in a logical place like my purse. Anyway, several questions. I love it when you ask me questions. I don't always know the answer, though. I gotta tell you, it's true. I'm no expert. I'm just experimenting on this body and sharing it with you. So I graduated in 1977. I graduated in 1977, and if you want to calculate, just give up. I'm 60 years old. And that was the year that they came out with the dietary guidelines. High carb, low fat. Wasn't long after that those little, zero fat cookies came out. Those weren't half shabby. And I ate all that. I ate the standard American diet when I was younger. It's just that I got fatter and fatter and fatter. I was fat little kid, fat baby, fat teenager, fat adult. I've lost and gained 100 pounds over my life a million times, and I had a gastric bypass. I even was put into a fat camp. I met a woman on here. She said, I went to Camp Stanley also. I was like, oh my God. It was like Auschwitz. It was horrible. One of the worst experiences of my life, and I was only 13. So that's how desperate I have always been to lose weight and to try to, get healthier. And honestly, do I really think this is going to work at this age? I have my doubts. I really did. But I'm always willing to keep trying. So I went carnivore. I went from keto. I lost like 20-25 pounds on keto and then stalled out. And I think I still craved a lot because of eating the, vegetables and doing a lot of the peanut butter cookies with almond, nuts, things like that. I followed what everybody's doing. I mean, it got so popular after I did that channel for a while when I was Keto Insanity that, I'm hearing a lot of just people stall out on it. Well, at least people that are extremely metabolically challenged, like me, or maybe you, I don't know. So, anyway, I switched to carnivore and I lost 40 pounds in like 13 weeks. Now I've hit a snag again. And I'm thinking it must be my fault. I always think that though. It's my fault. I've done something wrong. Well, what I did wrong was I quit eating. As I said earlier, for 2.5 days, I wasn't hungry. And that's, I just got busy. We were, working on trying to get the floors repaired where they busted when the pipes froze years ago. And so I said, I'm not hungry. I'm just not going to eat. And then I started hurting and felt like my body swelled up. My legs felt like they weighed 100 pounds. I just didn't feel good. And next thing I know, I get on the scale and I went from 258 to 65. That's like 7 pounds, actually. Oh, do math, Grandma. So anyway, and this was within a week, within 3 days, something was going on. So what did I do? I went right back to carnivore, and I spent a day eating meat and eggs, not even in the plural, like 1 egg and some meat, and I didn't feel good. It didn't make me feel good. As a matter of fact, I felt terrible. And then I fell asleep and I slept for a good long while. Maybe I was just needing sleep. I don't know. But I woke up feeling considerably lighter, feeling better. I went in and I weighed and I had lost 3 pounds. You know, that's no big deal. But back to 62. I'm not going to weigh for another week and not like show it on the scale until next Sunday. Sunday's tomorrow. Today's Saturday. A week from tomorrow. And then we'll see. I'm not going to do starvation. I'm going to eat my meat and my eggs and everything every day. Today, I found out that I like deviled eggs. Yes, I put a little pickle in there. Sugar-free, a relish. Olive. I'll have to go look it up who makes it. But just, you can probably find it on Amazon. Sugar-free relish if your grocery store doesn't carry it. I used to only be able to find it at the commissary. So, cravings. That's another thing. Someone said, how do you deal with cravings? I have them, of course. I don't think I'd be human if we didn't have cravings, right? Every time I drive past my favorite Chinese restaurant, I'm like, maybe I could have a cheat day. Just stop in and just eat everything in there. And then I go, are you hungry? No, I'm really not. And then I think, oh, you know what? I could just eat like keto again. I could just do the broccoli and the meat and just eat the meat out of the dish. And then it's like, you know what they're made with, right? Like flour and thickeners and sugar. And it's like, I'm not hungry anyway. So I talk myself out of it. That's what I do. Will I cheat someday? Probably. I mean, you know, we can't be, you know, strong all the time. I mean, you really can't. And there's some times that I think to myself, I'm this old, why bother with all of this? You know, why bother? It's not like men are going to look at me and go, you know, that ain't never going to happen again. So, you know, you move on, a new stage of life. And, you know, part of me is like, I want to travel. I don't have the money to do it. I wished I did. But I'm like, yeah, I just like to, you know, get out and do some more exciting things. Go to museums and stuff, you know, by myself. Not kind of boring. So I just enjoy staying home, taking care of my chickens and my dogs. And my granddaughter wants to go to, I think it's Oklahoma at the end of August. There's going to be a some sort of a little conference type of thing that she's really interested in, and she wants me to take her. I'd really like to. I don't know if she's going to be in school or not, and I told her, I said, well, we'll have to come up with money for a motel and the gas, and then eating will be an issue, won't it? Because then I would be out in the world away from where I can prepare my food at home, and that struck me, and I thought, you know, I could go several days without eating on the carnivore diet. I know that, but is it going to make me swell up and hurt and, you know, feel awful again, and all that pain's going to be back? You know, was it the starving for 2.5 days that did it? I don't know, but it sure hit me during that time period and right after. So, yeah, strange. I know that, I think his name's Baker. Don't quote me. He was asking people to send in their carnivore diet experiences. I didn't send mine in because I'm already vlogging it, and you know, he had enough people respond. Plus, I just think that my body's different than other people's. I don't think it reacts normally, not with the gastric bypass and all the issues I've had my whole life. I would like to donate it to science. Except, can you test metabolism when someone's dead? I don't think so. So what good am I at all? Yes, I have all those thoughts. Oh, why are you doing? Just go back to eating ice cream and cookies and pasta. My son fixed a big pot of pasta the other night for himself. You know, and and forget it. Just sit here in the house, get fatter, hurt more, don't move, and just die. I hate to think like that. I don't want that. That's not what I want for myself in my twilight years, you know? So I think I will stay on this diet. I will stay on the carnivore diet. I'm going to get back on it. Maybe do some beef, like just steak and stuff, and my eggs. That brings me to another thing. I do still crave sweet, even if it's artificial sweetener. I wish I could get past that, but I don't think I ever will. I don't think anybody in America, hardly, I'm not anybody, I'm sure there's someone, but I don't know everybody. But, you know, to get over that sweet craving, because we grow up consuming sugar in all forms. Corn, syrup, you know, sugar, honey, molasses, I mean, potatoes. We consume sugar in all forms. And I think that is so ingrained in our DNA that if I didn't have my stevia, and I made a concession getting down to stevia and erythritol, I don't know. I just feel like it would be so detrimental to me that I would give up. So I keep that little treasure and probably put too much stevia in my tea and my coffee. And yes, I still do coffee. Someone made the comment that they're still keto because they do bulletproof coffee. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, butter's fine on the carnivore diet. And so I haven't put butter in my coffee in a while. I'm just pretty content with heavy whipping cream and stevia. And occasionally I put a little vanilla in it because I like vanilla coffee. And someone said that they made stevia drops that have different flavors. Tempting. Tempting to order them off of Amazon. So, yeah, guys, that's pretty much, I think, most of the questions I had. How do I deal with driving past the Chinese restaurant? Well, I said, I just rational it all out, and then I go, I'm actually really not hungry. If I drive by someday and I'm starving, we're probably in trouble. Big time. Because I may do a cheat. I may fall off the wagon. I'm not making it out of the possibility, okay? And then when people say, oh, well, you should have a cheat day, you don't really think you should plan one, because if you do that, next thing you know, you're planning another. And that is a slippery slope. I know. Been there, done that. All right, guys. I hope that's maybe entertained you and answered a few questions. We're still watching for peach aliens. My granddaughter has come. She said last night in the middle of the night she took the flashlight out there and pointed it at the trees. And what am I going to do with those peaches if the aliens don't get them this year? Because my neighbors have been killing a lot of the wildlife, so maybe they caught it. But, well, I think Mother's going to enjoy them, and so will Pam, and I've got a ton of people around me to eat carbohydrates. And our next video, we may talk a little bit about discouraging family members and friends, because my son's moving out in about 2 weeks, and he has been very discouraging to me about this diet. He's never made a comment about the way I look. He's never made a comment anything other than, you got to be kidding, you got enough meat in this house for 100 people, and yeah, that's not going to be good for you. You know, you're going to die of a heart attack or kidney failure. I mean, Mr. Killjoy. But the neighbor today saw me for the first time when I took those hams to her to use for bait, and she was like, oh my God. And I thought, oh, thank heaven, someone noticed. Because I look in the mirror and can't really tell any difference at all. That's a problem with looking in the mirror every day and losing weight. You just see yourself every day and you don't notice a difference. So thank you all for commenting. Like, share, and subscribe to keep up with the insanity. And have a fantastic day, guys. Bye-bye.